Some stories leave you doubting every decision, every regret, every moment that can't be undone. This one is a heartbreaking admission, a reminder that some secrets don't disappear quietly. They destroy everything in their path. If I could erase the affair, I would. If I had a second chance, I'd scream at myself to stop, to walk away before it was too late. But the truth is, back then, I didn't even realize I was doing something wrong. I told myself I deserved more. That single lie ruined my world. It all began during what I believed was the most uneventful time in my marriage. I'd been with my husband, Mark, for 8 years. We had our routine: work, dinner, a show, sleep. He was caring, gentle, the kind of man most women dream of. But somewhere in that comfort, I started to feel unseen. He was overwhelmed with work, often too drained to connect. I longed for attention, the kind that makes you feel wanted, like you matter again. That's when Daniel appeared. He was a new coworker, all smooth charm and knowing glances. He made me laugh in ways I hadn't in so long. At first it felt harmless, just a little spark in an otherwise dim week. But it didn't stay that way. I remember the exact night it happened. It was a corporate party. Too many drinks, loud music, and then Daniel leaned in and kissed me like it was the most natural thing ever. I should have pulled away. I should have remembered Mark. But I kissed him back. That kiss made me feel seen, alive again. I told myself it would stop there. One mistake. One moment I'd bury. But Daniel didn't let go. He knew exactly how to make me feel special, like I was everything. And deep down I wanted to believe him. I let myself think that maybe I needed this, maybe I deserved someone who looked at me like that. So I lived a double life. By day, I was the devoted wife making dinner, asking about Mark's day. By night I was sneaking around, deleting messages, meeting Daniel in secret places. Each lie got heavier, but I kept pretending I could handle it. Until one night everything collapsed. Mark came home earlier than usual. I was in the shower. My phone buzzed on the sink. A message from Daniel lit up. "Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you." I'll never forget the look on Mark's face when I stepped out. He wasn't angry. He didn't yell. He just looked destroyed. Like the ground had crumbled beneath him. That image is forever burned in my mind. "Who's Daniel?" he asked, his voice calm, too calm. That terrified me more than any shouting ever could. I stood frozen. There was no gentle way to reveal the truth that wouldn't break his heart. So I told him everything. I thought confessing might save our marriage. Didn't. Mark packed his bags the next morning. No fight. No questions. Just a handwritten note. "I loved you more than you'll ever understand." That one line hit harder than any thrill I had with Daniel. Daniel thought we could be together now. But as soon as Mark left, every exciting moment with Daniel turned sour. He wasn't love. He was the mistake I made while I forgot what love really was. I ended it with Daniel within days. He didn't get it. Or maybe he just didn't care. But I couldn't look at him without wanting to vomit. He was a reminder of everything I'd ruined. My marriage, my best friend, my safe space. All gone for a brief illusion of excitement. I tried reaching out to Mark. Called him over and over. He didn't answer. Blocked me on everything. I even went to his place, but he wouldn't open the door. I wrote letters, pages of sorrow and guilt, but they came back unopened. It felt like I had died in his world. And honestly, I had. Daniel, of course, told people. My friends found out. And soon everyone did. People I thought would stand by me vanished. I became the other woman, the destroyer of her own home. And maybe I was. Maybe I deserved the whispers and stares. There was one night a few weeks later when I saw Mark across the street. He looked different, lighter, like someone had lifted years of pain off his shoulders. He was laughing with a woman I didn't recognize. That laugh, God, that laugh. I hadn't heard it from him in so long. My heart broke again. I had destroyed something real, something beautiful, and I could never rebuild it. Sometimes I still want to call him, beg, plead. But I know I gave up that right. Mark gave me his entire heart, and I shattered it chasing a temporary spark. No apology will ever be enough. If I could undo the past, I would run from Daniel that night and go home to Mark. I'd hug him and say I missed him. Tell him I loved him more than I could put into words. But life isn't a movie. There are no second takes, just the aftermath. Now I'm learning to live inside the wreckage I caused. Some mornings I still roll over, expecting him next to me. Some nights I dream that he forgives me, but it's just that. A dream. The reality is, I burned our life to the ground, and I have no one to blame but myself. The toughest stories to hear are the ones we can see ourselves in. Regret is like a cage, but it can also be a signal, reminding us to hold tight to what matters before it slips away forever.